Hola amigos, bien o no, saludos desde Medellín. Hoy el tema es cómo practicar las cosas que ayer estamos memorizando. Ese es el tema de hoy. So, carrying on from yesterday we talked about memory. How to improve your memory, how to remember those difficult words by turning them into useful phrases in common situations. So basically you can visualize where you're going to use the word, but not just the word, a useful sentence. So we have these phrases now done. You've got a new word, a new phrase, new situation, or situation you can add that new sentence to. How do we practice? How do we practice so we don't forget this? Well, here's my suggestion. First thing, when you get to this time in the evening, plan tomorrow. So pick one of your topics and take that as your topic for what you're going to practice tomorrow. Don't leave it to chance in the morning tomorrow thinking, oh, what do I need to practice today? Prepare it today. Prepare it now before you get to wake up tomorrow, so you already know what you're going to do. So let's give that as an example. So yesterday we talked about, we talked about supermarkets and shopping, didn't we? Because I said, well, look, I have a new word, which was avena, or porridge. So rather than just trying to remember that word, I need to remember that in a sentence, and the sentence also in terms of a situation or a place where I'm going to use that phrase. So therefore it's the supermarket, or if we make it a wider topic area, shopping. So I'm going to choose that as my topic area for tomorrow. So supermarkets and shopping. That's my target area for tomorrow. So with that, I can get ready my list of dialogue phrases that I have, sentences I know are useful for supermarkets or shopping. I get that ready, so when I wake up tomorrow, I have a list already prepared that I can then use. And then during the day, I'm just going to work through that list. That's all I have to do, is work through that list. So hopefully, depending on my schedule on a given day, I might have some odd moments during the morning perhaps, but maybe in the afternoon I have actually got a half an hour or an hour where I can actually study it properly. Or maybe I have to wait till the evening till I've got that hour's time to properly study it. But in any case, during the day, all those odd moments, when I have my cup of tea or a bit of downtime between tasks, I'm going to go back to that list and read through at least one of the sentences on it, just to practice it, read it out loud a couple of times over those 2-3 minutes. And then next time I get a spare moment, I'm going to read the next one. And then later on in the day, when I have my proper time I've set aside for practicing my Spanish, I'm going to read through as much as I can of the whole list. And then the next day, or at the end of that day, I'm going to pick another topic area, different one, follow that same pattern through the next day, and we're going to keep that going pretty much until I've run through all of the topic areas I have, and then I can review that. I'll take a day when I just review through all of the topic areas. Let's have a look, see what if I have any new words, new phrases to add to any of them, and then we kind of roll it round based on that. If during the week I've got coming up like an event where I know I'm going to need to practice for that particular type of conversation, then I'll bring that list forwards and maybe practice that a couple of times before the event. But generally it's just to keep the vocabulary at the front of my mind so I don't forget it completely. So like within a sort of a week to 10 days maybe, I've gone through most of my commonly used phrases, sentences and situations I normally encounter. Of course, outside of that, I'm trying to do listening as well, and maybe some other reading, But that's just to help expand my general vocabulary. This other stuff is more things I actually use, and I know I use on a daily basis, so this is something I need to make sure I'm practicing. And obviously as I get better at this, the amount of time I need to spend on it's going to reduce greatly. Once I get to a point where I can look at the list, let's say for the words or phrase I have for shopping at supermarkets, I don't have any problem at all recalling these. It's really, I find it much easier and I can read them through no problem at all. Then okay, I can put that list to the back and pick up one that's a little more difficult. I maybe look at reviewing that list maybe once every 2 weeks or maybe once a month if I'm really good at it. So that's the idea. Once you've got your new word, add that into your new vocabulary list for that particular topic. At the end of the day, pick a topic area, get that ready for the next day, because that's going to make it more effective for you practicing, because you have the list already at your side ready to go. You don't have to look for it, you don't have to debate in the morning, what shall I study today? Take the decision the day before. And then work through that as you go during the day, the odd moments you have. If you can, try and take a longer period during the day to read the whole thing. That should be enough for that day. Then next day, pick a different topic, work your way through them, and week by week, you should start noticing more of these words will stick. Okay, so that's the idea for today. Déjame saber, como siempre, en los comentarios, if that one works for you. I hope so. But for now, from Medellin, it's Cheerio.